Hi,
Okay. Hi.
so I'm Sambhavi. I'll be speaking with you today. And
Okay.
that's a lovely background right there. So many books. Are they yours?
Yeah, means almost mine, but the top shelf, I think, yeah, this one, it's of my parents, and the other shelves are mine.
Wow. So you must really like reading.
Yeah, I love reading.
All right. So what are you doing right now? What do you do?
I'm a student actually.
Okay. In which grade are you, or are you in college? No. You
I'm
don't
in
seem
class
like a college.
eighth actually.
Okay, okay. Wow, that's nice. I barely read anything when I was in seventh or eighth. I started reading only
Oh,
after I think class 10th. So
oh.
yeah, yeah, you're already there. So that's nice. So for how long have you been with
Been
Clapingo?
with. I think it has been near about 5 or 6 months because I think I joined in maybe September or maybe August.
Okay, and how has it been so far?
It has been great.
That's nice. That's so good to hear. So did you have the chance to go through the document that we have for today?
Yeah, I went through it.
Okay. So what is it? Just so I know we're on the same page.
Yeah, it's about senses, right?
Yeah, yeah. Losing a sense. Yes.
Hmm.
So would you like to talk about it or do you want to talk about something else?
I would like to go for the topic.
All right. Perfect. So you know what the five senses are, right?
Yeah.
Can you name them? I sound like a
Uh,
science teacher. It's really nice. Yeah.
oh,
Can you name the
uh,
five senses?
yeah. So it's first is the sense of touch, the sense of smell, the sense of sight, the sense of hearing, and the sense of smell.
Right. Absolutely right. So the topic of our session today is if you had to lose a sense. So, which one of the five senses that you just listed would you say are the most important or is
Uh,
the
I
most
would
important?
say I would say the sense of sight. It's very important because, for example, if we don't have the sense of the taste, so we can identify what we are eating or is the food
Yeah,
we are eating good for us or poisonous just by looking at it. We can understand that. So that's why sight is really important. And I feel like if we don't have a particular sense, maybe the sense of touch. Okay,
mm-hmm.
so we can understand our surrounding, where we are, and what we are looking at just by looking at it. We can understand our environment and our surroundings just by with the help of our sight. So I feel like sight is a very important sense.
Right. And almost like half our population did lose their sense of smell and taste in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, didn't make a lot of difference. um, and the sense of sight, yes, of course. And I also love reading, I think, just as much as you do, even though your bookshelf looks amazing and I'm slightly jealous. But it'd be nice, like, even if I lose all my senses and I can still read, that would really be nice.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a least important sense? Like it makes no difference if it's there or no.
I feel like every sense is very important for us to function properly. But I feel like if I have to choose the least important sense, so then I would go for the sense of taste because I feel like we can understand what we are eating just by looking at it, right? And just
Yeah.
by the smell of the food. So we can understand what we are eating. And if we don't have the sense of taste, so it does not make much of a difference. It does make a difference, but not much of a difference. And there's a sort of what should I say, advantage maybe, like if of what if you don't have salt in your house or sugar in your house and you have to cook food,
Exactly.
so you can
That
cook without those things, without the spices. So it that means it can also reduce the monthly spendings on spices.
expenditure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Monthly expenditure. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Because I In very honestly, I think losing the sense of taste is actually a boon, because I personally I don't eat any of the green vegetables. I'm very particular with what I eat, and it's usually fast food, which is very unhealthy. Um, so if I do lose my sense of taste, it would actually be healthier for me because it would make no
Yeah,
difference. So
yeah,
yeah, so that, yeah, of course, yeah. Um, so if you had to lose a sense, I would like to think it would be the sense of taste.
yeah. Because if I lose my sense of hearing or smell or maybe the touch or sight, it would
Hmm.
make a lot of difference in my life because then I'll have to learn sign language and all that stuff to live properly in this world. But if I lose my sense of taste, so I would not have to do like mm, extra things to live properly.
Yeah, absolutely. What about the sense of touch? Do you think that's important? And why is that important?
Yeah, it's important because I feel like, for example, we are sitting somewhere and we are being somewhere, so we know where we are. We are standing on the ground, we are sitting on a chair, we can feel that because of our skin. But if
Yeah.
we just lose that sense of touch, so I feel like, I think that it would feel like you're flying somewhere. You're not on the ground, you're just flying somewhere and you're just in the middle of nowhere because you would not understand where you are. For example, I'm sitting on a chair and there's a armrest. So what
Mhm.
if I have my sense of touch, so I can understand that there's an armrest and I can keep my arm on it. But if I don't have the sense of touch, I would never find out that there's an armrest and I would never be able to keep my arm on it. So I think that it's an important sense.
Lovely. And sense of smell, because there are really bad smelling things in the world. So
Yeah.
sense of smell, do you think that's important as well? Or is it like it comes a little
Yeah, it's
down below?
important, I would say, but it does come a little down below, but it is important because I feel like if you have the sense of smell, so you can understand, like, for example, there is a dead rat in your house, so you can find out where that dead rat is with the help of your smell, right?
But
So
if
it's
you don't
important.
have your sense of smell, you'll never know there's a dead rat. And you
Yeah,
won't have
but
to
then,
smell that.
yeah, but what if someone else comes at your house, like a visitor
Yeah.
or a guest? They will understand.
Right, right, of course. Okay, so these are, of course, like all five senses are like very, very important. Um, what if you had to acquire a new sense? Anything. What would that be?
um Maybe the sense of like to understand what's going on in someone else's mind. If I have that sense, so it would be amazing, I feel.
Mind reading, in a way, yeah?
Yeah, yeah, sort of. But for mind reading, we have to focus a lot on like that person. We have to ask that
Yeah.
person to look towards us and think about that word or thing in their mind. But
I
I
am a
I
huge fan of mentalism. Yeah,
oh,
that's how I know
wow,
it. Yeah.
wow.
Sorry to interrupt. Please continue.
It's all right, it's all right. And but if I have that sense of mind reading, it should just be like I just take a little glance at that person and I can understand what's going on in their head.
Right. But is it always a good thing? What if there are a lot of negative people in the world? And what if someone is thinking negatively of you? Like, I am a sort of person, it impacts me very much. People's opinions and what they think about me. It really affects me. So what if um, you can know what's going on in people's minds, but it's not necessarily something that you would like to bring to your knowledge, or it's like, oh, I was better off before, like I didn't really need to know this.
Okay, so
So
I have not really thought about that, but I feel like people thinking about me or thinking bad about me, so I feel like it does not affect me much. It does affect me. I think about it for like a few minutes or maybe hours, but then just forget about it because it does not affect me that
yeah,
much. Because I haven't really like heard someone talk really bad about me. I have heard people talk a little bad about me, but not much, not to like a very great extent. So that's why it does not affect me that much. So I feel like it depends on what they're thinking about me because I think the sense of reading your mind, reading someone's mind can be a boon and a bane at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, so usually when I ask people about if there's a superpower that they would like to have, mostly in most cases, people tell me it's, you know, mind reading or like just like
Hmm.
knowing what's going on in someone's mind. And I think personally, it's more of a bane than it is a boon because people don't talk about certain things as much as they think about it, and it could be
Yeah.
very overwhelming to know like, oh my god, is that really how it is, because it does not seem like that on the surface. So yeah.
Yeah. And for the other person whose mind you're reading, it can be like you're not giving them their privacy. Their privacy is ruined if you read their
Exactly.
minds.
Exactly. So okay, can you think about a situation where one of your senses have saved you,
Saved me.
like
I
a
don't know. I'm not.
dangerous situation or anything like that?
I haven't actually been in a dangerous situation. Um, uh, I don't know. I once just like hit my head on the ground, but I don't think that my senses saved me because I got that wound and that scar, but my senses didn't save me.
Yeah, no, like even in like day-to-day situations, our sense of sight saves us from road accidents while crossing a road.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
um, our sense, so yeah, anything from your day-to-day life where you realize, oh my god, what if I did not have, let's say, sight, or oh my god, what if I couldn't hear that? um, any such situation that you've been into?
I feel like I trip a lot on like when I'm walking on the ground I trip a lot. So I feel like my sense of touch it sometimes saves me because I can hold on to something near me so that I don't fall. I can protect myself from falling by keeping my hands on something. So I think that protects me, my sense of touch.
Hmm. Right. So, all right, we're almost done with the topic, and I hope you know about the AutoCAD feature that is in place. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right. So our session might end in like another 4 to 5 minutes.
yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
so I would just quickly like to give you the feedback. Um, there's not much that I have to say really, because you seem like a very polished speaker. You seem confident. You know what you have to say. You always use examples with all of your answers, which is a great thing. Um, so, but there's one thing that everyone can improve upon always. However much of a polished speaker one might be, everyone can always improve on vocabulary. So
Yeah.
there's no end to it. There's no end to the words that you can always learn and use in your conversations. Um, you read a lot. That's nice. Do you also like watching movies or shows?
Sort of means I don't watch movies very often, but I like to watch movies like sometimes once in a week.
What was the last movie that you watched?
Last movie, probably Tashkent Files. I was just watching it on the TV.
Hmm. Isn't it like too complicated for someone your age? No?
Yeah,
Didn't you
means
find it
I'm
complicated?
really interested in thriller, suspense, and crime. These type of genres. I really like to watch those type of movies, so that's why I watched that movie.
That's really nice. I watched it because I'm just interested in history and politics, and that's what I am doing in life also. So yeah, it was wonderfully made. Yeah. So, but I hope you also watch English shows and movies. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So keep doing that, keep reading, and there's not much that you need to do in addition to those things. You're already pretty great. Um, what do you plan on doing after you've passed school, like 11th, 12th? What do you plan on doing after that?
Um, I want to become an IAS officer as like a career. So I think that I would work on, cracking the UPSC exam. I would have to study a lot for that. So my main focus after, my schools would be probably studying for that.
Right. So are you interested in those subjects, history, polity,
Uh,
um,
yeah,
economics?
sort of.
You are? That's nice. That's pretty nice because I am pursuing history and I also come from Bihar. People have this notion about me, like my entire family thinks I would attempt for UPSC, but yeah, I
Oh,
don't think I would do that. As of now, I have no
okay.
plans of doing that. But it's really great that you're still in grade 8. 8, yes?
Yeah.
And you know exactly what to do. I was a confused kid. So it was really nice talking to you, Arundhati. Your face looks a little familiar. Have I seen you somewhere?
I don't know.
Are you like on YouTube? You are on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
That's nice. So you're already a YouTuber at this age. You inspire me,
Hmm.
girl. That's
Oh
amazing.
my God.
Yeah. When I think about what was I doing when I was in class 8? I was just yeah. It was really nice talking to you. It was a pleasure, truly.
It's a very nice conversation.
And I hope to see you again soon.
Yeah.
All right, then. Any questions, feedbacks, anything? The last 1 minute?
Mm, No, I don't have any questions in my mind as of now, but I feel like it was amazing talking to you. Means I feel like
Likewise.
your views and opinions were amazing.
Likewise. Completely. Um, all right, then. I hope to see you again and have a great weekend.
Yeah, thank you.